Hi everyone, today I and my teammate would like to talk about the title of the problem of Europe Union and the impact of Europe Union on member country. So now we go to the introduction. The Europe Union EU is a political and economic union and formed at 1 November 1993 under the Lisbon Treaty. Before the European Union was named with EU, this union was named with European Economic Community, which called EEC under the Treaty of Rome. Now there are 28 member states that are located primarily in Euro. The main currency using among the member states are Euro, but there are also some countries also using their own currency. For example, Sweden using krona as their currency. The EU's main economic engine is the single market. It allows the most goods, service, money, and people to move freely among the member countries.
Next, we're talking about the European debt crisis. So, what is the European debt crisis? The European debt crisis is the shorthand term for the euro struggling to pay the debt it was built up in recent decades. And the five of the region country include Greece, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, and Spain, are referred in degree and failed to pay back the bondholder to guarantee it was intended to be. And why the European debt crisis would happen? First, they were not penalties for country that wants the debt to GDP ratio. And the second is the low interest rate and increase the investment capital. And the third one is the austerity measure slow economic growth by being too restrictive. So, continues, we talking about the effect of the Eurozone crisis. So, what is the effect? The first is the bank with is the primary holder of sovereign debt will face huge loss, and also the level rate will rise and like a skyrocket.
Let's talk about the impact of European Union on big countries. Now I'm going to talk about the good effects. The first good effect is EU provides many funds to develop all member countries. For example, European Regional Development Fund (ERDF). Second, EU allows free trade between countries to expand market size. Third, the creation of euro made no need concern for exchange rate between countries. Last, joining EU gains the ability to overcome financial crises by providing financial aid between countries. Next, we are going to talk about the bad effects. The first bad effect is EU membership is costly. For example, UK pay £13.1 million sterling to EU budget. Second, establishing inefficient policy will lead to euro crisis due to the economy of UE are interconnected. Next, single currency make difficult to set interest rate for each member because they do not all have same growth rate and it might lead to slow economic growth. Next, cutting government spending austerity will lead to problem of paying taxes remain unsolved, so economic growth might tend to be slower. Last, the migration causes surplus in labor supply, so the wages will be lower in big countries, especially in UK.
Now we are discuss about the impact of EU on the small member country. So for the small country, the economic resource and the economic market are limited and it makes them hard to compete with other countries. So under the system of EU, the EU allows all EU citizens free to move among the EU area and they are exist with the free trade zone. It enables most goods, services, money and people to move freely. When all the things become freely, it means that the market become huge and the opportunity for a firm to gain a profit become higher. When all the things become like this, the economies for a small members country will be grow. So that's all for us to want to talk about today. So thank you for your watching. Thank you. Bye bye.